Sooner or later, the devil gonna follow you home. Yeah. So we just got our first, or should I say, second announcement for Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm so excited. They had teased it the day before of the first house announcement, and a lot of people were thinking, like, is this going to be Resident Evil? Is this going to be an official confirmation for, like, Hellraiser? And no, it's basically the one we were all kind of hoping for. I mean, outside of, I think everyone's wanting Hellraiser, but this is the other one that people were like, oh, no way. And it's official. It was rumored. It's now finally here. Sinners is coming to Halloween Horror Nights, and I am excited. I haven't seen a single person in the comments be like, Sinners, that's a bad choice. And to anyone who does think that's a bad choice, I say you're wrong. Like, you are 100% wrong in every assessment. Sinners is perfect, and I think I know a lot of people are worried, like, they may not get the aesthetic right, they may not get the bluesy feel, and to that I say they kind of laid the groundwork for something like this back in Halloween Horror Nights 32, and that one was an original house called The Darkest Deal, it's actually an original character, but it's more or less based off of a more horror take on the story of Robert Johnson and his quote unquote deal with the devil. So if you watch like walkthroughs for that maze, yeah, The Darkest Deal is it like basically tells you, oh yeah, they're gonna nail Sinners. I'm so excited for this. I think that the juke joint is gonna make a great facade. It has to be the juke joint, right? Like, there's no other, like, iconic image there. I mean, you could do the shop, but I don't see it. The juke joint's gotta be it. But yeah, I can't wait to see the vampires. I can't wait to see how they're gonna do Smoke and Stack, not just as, you know, as actors, because you do kind of need you do need twins. That's the thing, is like, you need actors that like look very similar to one another. You definitely need actors who look very close to one another in terms of appearance, because they're twins. So I don't know if they'll have like Smoke and Stack together in a scare scene, but I don't know. The other thing you need is these actors to look like vampires later on. Like, you do need a transition from the characters you know into the vampires they become. So, yeah. And another thing I'm kind of wondering, but I think they got it. I do think they 100% nail it. Is that much like Dusk Till Dawn, which, yeah, okay, Sinners is just a blues version of Dusk Till Dawn. We've all established that. We all know. Doesn't matter. Still great. I mean, do you hate Dusk Till Dawn? I don't hate Dusk Till Dawn. But my point being is that it does take a while for the scares to come in. So I wonder how they're going to make it they're going to make this work, because there's a solid transition to the horror from the vampires, but that's later. So I imagine, I don't know how long this house is. I don't think it'll be like a 8 minute walkthrough like Terrifier felt like. But I do think it's going to be a bit of a long one, and it's going to be very aesthetically pleasing. I think this is going to be the most beautiful house. I think that, I can't speak for like the original houses, but I think this is going to be the most beautiful house in the group so far. I'm calling it right now. I think Sinners might win House of the Year based on aesthetics alone. But who knows? Maybe I'm just too excited, and again, maybe Hellraiser will. If it is Hellraiser, I've heard rumors that they're not going to do that, but we'll see. But yeah, I am really excited. I'm hoping we get some solid music too. I would love Ludwig Göransson to come back and recompose some music to play in the background. That would be so cool if we got Göransson back to compose music in the back, like new music for the haunted house. But yeah, so Sinners is coming. I'm so excited, and I'm surprised that's the house they announced first. But again, it on the other hand, it does kind of make sense. Sinners won a bunch of Academy Awards this year, so it would stand to reason that they would probably the first IP house you're probably going to announce is the one that won a bunch of Oscars. Not only that, was critically acclaimed and is probably going to be your anchor for IP houses. I mean, yes, again, assuming we get Resident Evil and Hellraiser, it's going to be Sinners that is going to be a big draw to that to the park because it was Academy Award winner. It was the best movie of 2025. Don't argue me with this about this. You will lose. And yeah, it was a major cultural impact that year. So yeah, it's gotta be like there. It makes more and more they'll think about it. It's like, yeah, they would announce Sinners first. That makes the most sense. So yeah, I'm really excited. Y'all ready to sweat? Y'all ready to stank? This is gonna be a good one. Like this is good. I already have like a really good feeling about. Like I have not even seen the inside of this house, and I'm already like, this is gonna be a good one. This is going to be a solid one. And the one thing I hope, and I think that might hurt my experience, and that's why I brought up Gorson earlier, I need the music in that house. I 100% need the music to be in that house. I don't know if they could have to retrack it, or if Ludwig Göransson could come back. That's why I was saying, like, maybe Göransson, and I hope I'm saying his last name right, can come back and like recompose the music or make new music, but we need that music in we need that music in that house. The music was a major part of that movie, so I feel like it'd be remiss if we didn't get that in the house. It'd be a solid music house. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below. How do you guys feel about Sinners coming to Halloween Horror Nights? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? What other announcements for IP are you hoping this year? Are you still holding out hope for Hellraiser and Resident Evil? The Music House? A lot of people are now kind of leaning towards Ozzy Osbourne, but we'll see. So what are you hoping to get announced next? Just comment below. Let me know. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.